And good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the New York Buddhist Church first virtual service broadcast live. We hope that you'll be able to join today's service from home and through the internet. Please listen attentively and respectively, and the New York Buddhist Church Hondo will come to you. We will begin today's service with the Sanbujo, the three respectful callings. This will be followed by the Hyo Byakumon from Reverend Earl Akeda.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Homage to Him, the Exalted One, the Enlightened One, the Supremely Awakened One. Homage to the Buddha Mita, the Buddha of immeasurable life, the Buddha of wondrous light, the Buddha who made the unconditional vow to embrace all beings. Homage to the Buddha Shakyamuni, the historical Buddha. Through his actions, his speech, his thoughts, we're able to understand something of our own lives in conjunction with the words Namo Amitabha. Homage to the countless numbers of Buddhas that exist throughout this universe, Jippo Nonai, who take upon themselves a great practice to embrace each and every one of us and guide us upon our personal paths of life. As we scatter the fragrance of the flowers and petals, expressing the great joy of universal wisdom and compassion, we welcome all Buddhas here to this place of worship. Reverently we gather this morning before the shrine of Amida Buddha to reflect upon those wondrous vows which are made to embrace each and every one of us, to give us strength and courage to face the many challenges of life. Today we observe Higan-e, the means by which we can cross over to the other shore. So as we reflect upon the essence of crossing over, let us open our hearts and minds to receive the words of the Buddha, the thoughts of the Buddha, and live with confidence, with strength and courage to face the many challenges. How truly grateful we are. And as we reflect upon today's gathering, we say thank you. We share the universal joy with all beings, and all is fulfilled and completed when we put our hands together in Gassho. With deep reverence, we call the Buddha's most honored name, Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha.
Today's sutra is the Higan-e, followed with Nimbutsu. Following that, we will have the Vandana and Tisarana, which will be on the reading of Yoga Home, led by Minister's Assistant Isabel Shinjo Bernard.
Kai Ichi Dhammam saranam gacchami. Please place your hands together in Gassho. Moro moro no zogyo zashu, jiriki no kokoro furistete, isshin ni amida nyorai, warera ga kondo no ichi daiji no gosho, ondasuke sorai to, tanami mo shite soro. Tanamu ichinen no toki, ojo ichijo ondasuke ichijo to zonji, kono ue no shonyo wa gon hosha to zonji, yorokobi moshi soro. Kono kotowari, choman moshi wake soro koto, Gokai-san shonin go shuse no gon, Shidai sojo no zenji shiki no, Asakara zaru go konke no gonto, Arigataku zonji soro. Kono ue wa sarame o kaseraru on no kite, Ichigo kagiri, Mamori mo subeku soro. Namandabutsu, 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 namandabutsu. We rely upon Tathagata Amitabha with our whole heart for the enlightenment in the life to come, abstaining from all sundry practices and teachings, and giving up the trust in our powerless self. We believe that the assurance of our rebirth comes at the very moment we entrust, and we call the name Namu Amida Butsu in happiness and thankfulness. We also acknowledge gratefully the benign benevolence of our founder and the succeeding masters who have led us to believe in this profound teaching, and we do now endeavor to follow throughout our lives the way laid down for us. Namo Dabutsu. Namo Dabutsu. Namo Dabutsu. Namo Dabutsu.
Good morning. This morning's Gobun show will be Shoni Ichiru no Sho, found on page 140 in our service book. I'll read the traditional Gobun show in Japanese and then the English translation. Shonin ichiru no gokanke no momuki wa shinjin o motte honto serare soru. Sono yue wa moro no zogyo o nagesete isshin ni mida ni kimyo sureba. 昔の眼力として仏の偏り往生味上せしめたもそのくらいを一年発起入賞上始終とも釈しその上の称名念仏如来我が往生定めたまいし言法人の念仏と心べきなりあなかしこあなかしこ Chapter The teaching of Shinran Shoni. Our founder, Shinran Shoni, shared with us that what is the essence of Jodo Shinshu is Shinji, or true entrusting. The reason is that by abandoning all of our practices, or unnecessary practices, and completely entrusting ourselves in the vow of Amida Buddha, our spiritual rebirth is assured by the Buddha, so the incomprehensible and most wondrous power of the primal vow. This is known as entering the ranks of the truly assured at the very moment of true entrusting. Thereafter, all utterances of the Nembutsu should be understood only expressions of gratitude for Amida's assurance of our spiritual rebirth. With reverence, I remain. Namo Amida. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I know it's our first time we're having this online. Yes, I'm a bit nervous, but also very excited. This is a new venture for all of us. And I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. And I'm hoping that it will be just the beginning of many, many wonderful things where we realize that there may be members who are not here, but then this will be a means by which we can reach out to you. So I thank you very much for tuning in. And I also understand that there are a few people from Hawaii. So if you are online, mahalo and aloha. Today I just wanted to reflect upon what's going on in the world. And as you know, today we are observing Higan-e, which means how to cross to the other shore. The traditional story of Higan-e is that there's a traveler who realizes that he's being chased by all of this negativity, bandits, wild animals, or demons, etc., etc. And he keeps on running away, but he's unable to find any means to escape. Then all of a sudden he finds himself at the shores of the bay of a river. It is a strange river because from this shore to the other shore, there is just simply a small path, the white way. It's several inches wide, and he's not sure what to do because, strangely enough, on one side of the river there are waves, huge waves, crashing against the white way, and the other side, flames rising very high, and he's confronted, or he's not sure what to do. Should I stay here and be beaten and eaten by all these animals and maybe even killed, or should I venture forward? As he's contemplating what to do, he hears a gentle voice that says, "Do not be afraid. Just go. Just go." And as he looks across to the other shore, he notices that there's someone beckoning him to come. And as he looks very carefully, he comes out to be Amida Buddha saying, "Come as you are. Just simply come." Standing there, not sure what to do. To simply just be there, which is a decision, of course, would mean that it could be the end of his life. And I think this confronts us, all of us, to say, when we're in a situation like this, what should we do? But again, the voice says to him, "Fear not, just go forward, just go forward." And finally he decides, well, if I'm in this situation and I'm going to lose my life anyway, why don't I take a chance? And he takes one step upon this white path. And as he steps another step, or takes another step, he notices that the path gets wider and wider. And when he gets on to about the middle, it gets even wider enough that he's able to easily walk across, even run across to the other shore. This story is a metaphor, I understand it is a metaphor, a parable that's given to us by the great teacher, Shantao, which tells us how important it is to take refuge in the Buddha's vow. And as we read earlier, the Gobunsho, true and trusting Shinji, means when we're able to look deep inside and understand certain situations. As Shinran had said, we're just completely hopeless. Quite often as human beings, we're not sure exactly what to do. But there is something out there that embraces and guides each and every one of us. So perhaps this is an opportunity to take refuge, to trust something and move forward. As I look at this story, or contemplate this story, I'd like to say thank you to the minister of Makawa Honganji. His name is Reverend Kerry Kiyohara. And as I was looking onto his website, he said, he entitled his next Buddha message, or Dharma message, "Thank you, Buddha, for COVID-19. And there's a lot of truth for this. And I wanted to hopefully relate to this. As we reflect upon the reality of what's going on in this world, how many of us understand what COVID-19 is? I don't think we really truly understand, and even the scientists are not sure. They can only give us the best suggestions, and this is what you can do to prevent perhaps getting the illness or the cold. But at the same time, if we can take, precautions, it's not only protecting ourselves, but the people around us, our sangha, our families, our loved ones, our friends. So what it takes is a deep sense of understanding what's going on. Yes, we're all going through anxiety, anger, fear, because we have no control as to what's really going on. We can only take the word of our authorities, our medical teachers who are giving their best advice. But I'd just like to say that to overcome this, yes, we can. And in Buddhism, the way we can overcome it is the word wisdom. Wisdom means to be able to understand what's going on, and through wisdom, be able to transcend, go beyond our fears. Together, and we have the word called Higan-e, which means the deep relationship and interconnectedness of all things. When we realize that we're not in it by ourselves, there are other people who are involved as well, other people who are concerned as well. I think we can at least be not only well educated or knowledgeable of the situation, but together, when we jointly work together, I think anything is possible. However, the opposite side of fear is, of course, wisdom, and the opposite side of wisdom is fear, the unknown. And I don't think there's anybody here who doesn't have certain negative feelings about what's going on in this world. It's only common as human beings. But as I relate to this story called the White Way, or the story of this traveler, each and every one of us is this traveler. And behind us, countless numbers of things that are negative that make our lives very difficult. In this situation, most specifically, the virus that's going on now. However, as we come to different crossroads, like in the case of the White Way, we have to make decisions as well. The voice of "go ahead, fear not," is that you're not alone. There are others who understand the situation. And again, when we take the first step, when we take a chance, if we begin to understand what's going on, when we all hold hands together to say we can do it, we can overcome together, then anything is possible. The concept of reaching the other shore isn't necessarily a place that we can go to, but it is the waking your heart and mind to understand what the true essence of the Dharma is. There is a word called wisdom, as I mentioned earlier, and through wisdom, we also have compassion. In the English version of wisdom, we separate wisdom and compassion as two separate entities, two separate words. But in the Buddhist tradition, you cannot have wisdom without compassion. You cannot have compassion without wisdom. They're both the same. So again, to transcend any fear that we may have, knowledge is essential, especially now. We can. We all have fears, so do I. But again, I trust, because that's all I have, the words of the medical advisors, as these are ways to help you prevent. These are ways to help you be safe. And I hope that all of us today will take to heart what it means to enjoy this time called human life. And there are many ups and downs. This is the basics of life itself. But anything can be transcended if we work together, if we have knowledge as to what's going on. So let's use the story of the White Way as a means to awaken ourselves, because nothing changes unless we ourselves awaken to this. Nothing will happen unless we entrust in something. This is the essence of the Buddha Dharma. This is the essence of being able to open our hearts and minds to truly take to heart what our medical advisors are telling us now. Yes, we can. I truly believe we can. And the teachings of the Buddha are not something that's limited to books or to sutras. It pertains and it's part of everyday life. We need to realize that all these things are possible. So as we put everything together, the story of the White Way, or Higan, how we reach the other shore, is a story that takes place every day in our lives. And it takes perhaps a situation like this to help us truly understand how deep, how important it is. But then the words Namo Amida Butsu reflects upon a vow to embrace us unconditionally. The word Namo Amida Butsu gives us strength and courage to face the many realities. I truly believe that we can. Unfortunately, because it's pandemic, many people unfortunately lose their lives, and it's already showing. But we too, we can be resilient. We too can overcome. If we have faith, we entrust. How grateful we have a Buddha named Amida Buddha, who simply says, call my name, I'm here for you. Namo Amida Butsa. Namo.
And we will end today's service with the chanting of Namo Amida Buddha. Now